establishment or not, they should embrace it.
All right, here to weigh in, Senator Scott Brown, who has endorsed Trump. He is also a Fox News contributor. Ron Bonjean, he is a GOP strategist. Senator, let me start with you. Is it time to pull together and unify? Because I bet Ted Cruz and his fans don't think that at all.
Well, first of all, I'm glad that the four remaining candidates actually agreed on national TV that regardless of who won, they would all support the ultimate nominee. And I think their supporters in the so-called establishment elite, or whatever you want to call them, should follow suit. Because guess what? If we don't unite, then you're going to have a very simple situation. You're going to either have Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton as the president. You'll lose the cabinet positions, the ambassadors, the potential tie vote in the event of a gridlock Senate. There's so much at stake right now. And to think that Mitt Romney and people like him and others are going to throw that all away just because they don't like the nominee who's been battling for almost a year at that point, I find I'm just flabbergasted and very upset about it.
By not unifying, Ron, does it do damage to Trump if he's the eventual nominee, or does it not? Because I've said it before, the theme of his campaign is rage against the machine. And to the extent that the people who are trying to stop him are the machine, it fuels the rage, which only helps him.
Well, that is true. I mean, it does help him as an outsider, no question about it. You know, I think if they actually go to the floor in a contested convention, I think it would depend on what percentage Trump is at. If he's at like 35 or 40%, then I think it might actually go to a contested convention. But if it's at 47 or 48 or 49%, and the establishment tried to go to the second ballot, I think there would be a riot. I think public opinion would immediately turn against the Republican establishment, and it would give Donald Trump a huge gift to him and his supporters. Yeah. So look, I think it depends on the percentages here that we're talking about, but you know, right now it definitely have everything that the establishment is doing to fight Donald Trump. You know, look, it is deterring him in some polls. He's still winning, and it does fuel the Trump supporters. Those who hate the establishment really hate the establishment right now.
Senator, let me ask you, I mean, is it doing damage to him eventually if he becomes the candidate? Because, of course, you know, they're putting out ads, paint him in a certain light, bringing things up that hurt him, and the Democrats are rejoicing. Or does it help him?
Well, I think it's probably a combination. Depends on who the person ultimately voting. For those who are in his camp, it actually emboldens them and makes them work harder. But for those truly undecided people who are kind of tuning in and clicking in right now, the ones that are on the fence, I think it does hurt. And that's the unfortunate part of it. We have an opportunity right now. And there is an argument, Melissa, I don't know how much time we have, but if in fact the establishment goes away and we bring in those Democrats and independents, it may offset. But if we have the Republicans as well, then it's over. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is a rare moment. He is right about that for sure, no matter what side you're on. Thanks to both of you, gentlemen. David.
I didn't know it was really simple. Well, one big loser last night was trade, or at least the kind of trade deals that Hillary has supported and that Bernie and Donald were lambasting in Michigan. Should those who care about free trade be concerned? Well, Lou Dobbs is a man who's been following trade squabbles for his entire career, and he joins us now. He, of course, is the host of Lou Dobbs Tonight, every night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Lou, thank you for coming. Are you at all worried, as a lot of people are, particularly the Wall Street Journal, about a rise in protectionism?
Yeah, as you point out, I mean, I've been in a lot of those squabbles. As a matter of fact, I've led a couple of them. Because the issue should not, and people who are concerned about free trade should be concerned about the fact that we've got $18 trillion in external debt. Donald Trump